to another episode of Board Games. But it's spelled differently because homophones.
What?
Homophones.
What did you call me?
I told you homophones. No, homophones are words that sound the same but have different meanings. Come on, English. Cool. So these are the mysteries. Okay,
we're playing Eldritch Horror.
Eldritch Horror.
Eldritch Horror.
Many things we love. Mystery solving, fantasy flight games, horror, Cthulhu-esque mysteries, many things.
And it's like a dark and stormy night, and that's the best time to play it.
Yeah, no, it truly is. It's thundering outside. The cat's hair has been raised for 6 hours. I'm gonna reveal. I forgot to reveal this before we start.
Do we want to read the text here?
Probably, sure. Yeah.
So people can understand that's what we're up against here.
Sure.
So this is Eldritch Horror. It's a board game of global mystery and horror for 1 to 8 players. We're doing 2 of those 8 players.
We have played this with upwards of 6 though, and it's been good.
Yeah, and yeah, fair warning. We may lose for the 5th time of this month. So
we've been struggling.
We don't claim to be experts. Well, I do, but
I was about to say you do.
In this game, we don't claim to be.
No, we're still new to this game. This is only like our 6th or 7th time playing it.
Hence us playing it again.
Yeah.
Because we want to, and we're bored, and that's the whole point of the board games.
Is to play the board games because we're bored.
Yes.
Yeah.
A conspiracy revealed. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Harrigan ran his bandaged hand across the map of the hotel room's wall. Dozens of documents and scraps of paper from all over the world were pinned to their corresponding locations, interconnected by a complex web of colored string. He followed a red string from the transcribed testimony of a lunatic in Arkham to a pencil rubbing of some pictographs he found in the Amazon. From there, he traced a blue thread to a page torn from the journal of that astronomer who was murdered in Sydney. But the big picture still wasn't emerging. Something was distracting him. What was it? The vendor at the train station had a tattoo on the back of his hand. Maybe that was it. Harrington was sure he'd seen that symbol before. It could be nothing. He may just be paranoid. Still, he should make a drawing of the tattoo and show it to Diana. She'd know for sure. I don't know if I've ever read this. A sound in the street suddenly caught his attention. No, it was half a sound. It was something that was going to be sound. Maybe a scream, but then it was cut off. He walked away from his map and made sure the door to his room was locked. During the 9 hours he'd been in town, he went straight from the train station to the museum and then to the hotel. Who could have found him so quickly? Was it the curator?
The curator, if you will.
The curator.
The curator.
Also, have to keep checking that this is working. Was it the curator? The old man had been so enthusiastic, pointing gleefully at tiny etched figures on pottery shards. He lectured at painful length about a primitive belief in ancient evil that would someday enter this world through magical doorways. Did that odd little bookworm have Harrington followed? Something heavy fell to the floor outside in the hallway, and arcane forces began to violently shake the door in its frame. Harrigan sighed. There would be no time for packing. He could take the essentials, and that was it. He picked up his gun, checked the clip, confirmed that there was one in the chamber, and turned the safety off. The door's enameled wood began to splinter, and one of the hinges literally shook itself to pieces. Harrigan knew that he couldn't leave any clues. With a well-practiced snap, his cigarette lighter was open, and he ran the flame across the bottom of the map. The fire quickly ran along each thread, devouring the documents. If this is the maid, Harrington thought, I'm going to have a lot of explaining to do. The door exploded into the room with a thunderous crack, and the thing stepped past the threshold. It was not the maid. The sight of the creature sent a cold shock through Harrigan's spine, but he couldn't let himself stop moving, not if he hoped to reach London by the end of the week. Harrigan closed his eyes and ran for the open window. The room was filled with the roaring of gunshots, fire, and madness.
What does madness sound like? What is the roar of madness sound like?
Is just like chaos, chaotic noises.
What does that sound like, though? Can I have an example? Oh my god. Okay.
He was great.
I need more gin.
Cool. So this is Eldritch Horror. It's an investigation horror inspired by the writings of H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, we love these Eldritch games. These Arkham, like Lovecraftian. Is that the adjective I'm looking for? Lovecraftian games.
All
Other
based
people make
on
their
his
names into
mythos.
adjectives. Yeah.
So we're actually working with. You have a different.
Oh, that's you were gonna try to say it.
I'm not gonna be able to say.
Wait, try to say it. Sound it out.
It's a shrub. No, it's not a shrub. It's a shub.
Just show the camera what we're working with.
It's so bad.
I think it's shub. Wait, let me see. I think it's. Can you read that?
Yeah. They can see that now, I think.
Okay. Oh, I went the wrong way.
It's hard. You got to be very careful not to say the first part of the word by itself.
Oh my god. It's Shub-Niggurath, right?
Nigur. Let's say
Niggurath.
That's better than Niggurath.
Okay, see, and then when you emphasize it, it makes it... Okay. So this is the monster we're working with, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. So, let's get started, right?
Let's do it.
We have to defeat 3 mysteries to win this, to, like, prevent this monster from entering our world. So these are our mysteries. There's 4 shuffled. I shuffled them, and we're going to reveal the first one here.
And we're investigators, if you didn't catch this.
Yes, we are investigators trying to prevent this monster from entering our world, this board. Hunting the Thousand is our first mystery. Shub-Niggurath. Shub-Nugget. Shubs. I'm going to call him Shub. Like Chub, but with Shubs spawn the 1,000 young and infest the planet in greater and greater numbers, threatening to overrun humanity. Awesome. When a non-epic monster is defeated, the active investigator may spend 2 clues to place that monster on this card. At the end of the mythos phase, if the total toughness of all monsters in this card is equal to or greater than the number of investigators, then twice the number of investigators solve this mystery. So instead of 2 investigators, twice 2 is 4.
Yeah.
Math? I don't teach math, I teach English. Okay.
That's amazing. I am playing with Miss Trish Scarborough, like Scarborough Fair. That's another way I know how to say that. She starts in central Russia. I'm going to botch all these locations because I know nothing about the world.
Wait, what location should she be on? Is it 16?
16, yeah. Fuck.
Okay.
And she gets to carry her .45 automatic asset. And her personal history says this. Everyone expected great things from Trish when she was young. In school, she excelled in athletics and the sciences, but she surprised everyone after graduation by settling into a humble position at a commercial code company. What almost no one knows is that this particular company is a front for the Bureau's code-breaking agency, the Black Chamber. Now she finds herself in the city of Krasnoyarsk.
Oh my god.
Krasnoyarsk.
Oh boy, it's a good thing you're cute.
It's Russian, right?
Sure.
Okay, moving on. Meeting another agent who has important information about an impending threat from a world beyond our own. Yeah, so that's Trish. She is...
that's Trish.
She's a spy. Her occupation is a spy. And if you do not have any clues, you gain 1 clue. And if an investigator on your space... spends a clue to reroll a die, he may reroll up to 2 dice instead.
Dope.
We lie all the time, but the truth is in there. You just have to know how to decode people.
Okay. Yeah. Am I supposed to read my character background? Okay. Okay. Sorry, I thought there was a burp coming and there wasn't. You know that feeling when you feel like you're going to burp and then it doesn't come out? Sorry. I am playing Lily Chen. Lily speaks rarely, and when she does, her words are measured and wise. After a lifetime of disciplined training, every gesture is graceful, uncluttered by hesitation. When she was an infant, an obscure set of monks believed she was born for a special purpose to face a great evil. Now the monks believe that the great evil is at hand, and they have brought Lily to Shanghai to begin fulfilling her destiny. She starts in Shanghai, which is over here. She has a protective amulet, which gives her extra willpower when she's fighting monsters. And she has a lucky rabbit's foot, which allows her to reroll a die during tests once per round.
Awesome.
Her Cool special action is spend any number of health and or sanity, then recover an equal number of health or sanity. So like, if she's lost a lot of sanity, she can switch it's basically turning your health into sanity or your sanity into health, which is cool. And then her trait thing is when you improve a skill, you may immediately improve that skill again. So a lot of it's great. You can really tank up with this character. I like her a lot. Cool. Sorry, I was being Abed for a second from Community.
Okay.
So
we start the game. We're trying to
solve
this mystery. 3 of these mysteries, and
we defeat Shub.
We defeat the shrub.
Shrub.
The
Let's call him Shrub. Shrub's good.
Find me a shrubbery.
God. Wrong theme. Cool. So
wouldn't that be amazing? A Monty Python Eldritch Horror.
Oh God. It would just be everything would be a pun. Like
yes.
Do you want to go first? Oh, you have the first player.
First player token. So that person goes first.
That person is you.
That's me. Thank you, Perd. We're gonna do. Okay, so we get 2 actions, and we can only perform one particular action 1 time per turn.
So you can't do the same action twice, unless you have an ability that specifies.
And I like to get. I'm going to get a clue because I don't have a clue, and that seems like a good way to get an easy clue. So I'm going to just grab a clue for my first
Using
action.
your character's special ability.
Using my character's special ability. So that's my first action. And I'm in a city. I actually like to get another clue. So I'm going to travel, take the travel action across this train, and go to Tunguska.
Nice.
And that is my first turn.
Cool. Well, I want to stay in this city because Shanghai, the encounters in the cities, the big pictures here are usually really good and they help you out. And each city tells you what kind of encounters you'll get. So Shanghai is improved lore, which is this book skill, and I'm pretty low in that. So I want to stay in this city. So I'm going to take a ticket. I'm going to take a boat ticket.
You've got a ticket
to ride.
Boat.
Oh, okay. To ferry? What's the verb?
Ferry.
To I guess it's ride still.
To ship.
Right? To ship. To ship what? Like a package? So I'm going to stay here. I got my ticket for my first action. And for my second action, I'm going to actually try to get an item. So all the items have costs. This one's 4, 4, 4. Oh my gosh, they're all expensive. Maybe I won't try to get an item. I'm actually going to move. Because those are all expensive. Move here and I'll do this field research encounter.
Cool. So now what happens is it's the
so we took our turns. Now we're on the
phase.
Encounter phase.
We encounter in the same order. So I will start, and there's a clue there. So I would like to go for the clue. So you draw a particular card. In this case, it's the scary-looking one. Right
the
here.
clue cards.
And I have to draw the wilderness.
Which are specific
space.
to our shrub.
Apparently, the shrub likes the wilderness. Go figure. Because those are the hardest ones at this point. The hooded figure hands you a chalice, but you are suspicious of its contents.
Ooh.
So I have to make a observation test, which is good because I'm a spy. I'm pretty good at observing. Only it's -1, so I have 4 observations, so I get 3 dice. And I roll these dice, and if I get a 5 or a 6, that's a success in the eyes of Eldritch Horror. So here goes.
You got 2 successes.
2 successes. So if you pass, which I did, you pour the foul substance on the ground and study the effect. We were talking about Monty Python. Remember the challenge with the chalice?
Yeah, I got you.
First thing, they're hearing us. They're listening. Gain this clue and 1 additional clue.
Fuck yeah. So Aaron gets this clue and 1 additional clue from the token pool. I'm going to pick one at random. Here it is.
Thank you.
Aaron now has 3 gosh darn clues.
Well, it's good because in this particular monster,
you have to spend clues
clues
when we defeat monsters to solve this mystery. Cool. So I'm on this space, and whenever you have like something like a clue or this expedition token, you can choose to do the encounter for the location you're at or for your token. So this is the expedition token, and it travels between all the wilderness locations. I'm going to choose to do this expedition encounter. So I draw this top card. The Himalayas, which is where I am. A horrifying beast suddenly attacks you, almost as if it had stepped right out of your nightmares. Spawn a monster on your space and immediately encounter it.
Ooh.
If you defeat it, resolve the pass effect. If you do not defeat it, resolve the kill effect. So, Aaron, when it says spawn a monster, Aaron's going to draw a random monster from the monster bowl.
Ooh.
Is it bad?
It's a Loigor.
Oh, God.
Loigar.
Good, love that.
Yeah, it's not the best. Have fun.
Oh, boy. Well, so to counter a monster, I have to do a willpower test first. So I have 3 willpower, but I get an extra willpower during a combat encounter because of my protective amulet. So I'm going to roll 4 die.
And it looks like this thing. It's kind of creepy.
And I got 1 success. So because the horror threshold is 2, I was missing it by 1, so I lose a horror, or I lose a sanity.
As anyone would.
Yeah. And then I have to strength test, -2. Oh my gosh. So I have 4 minus 2 is 2. I can do math. Got a 6. And that's cocked. And 5. I got 2 successes. So the damage is 3. So I take 1 damage.
But.
And I deal 2 damage to the monster because I got 2 successes. So does this count as defeating it because I got 2, or do I have to like get it all the way down?
You should get 4, right?
Yeah, which is impossible because I only have 2 die. So.
But you still get to keep it. Or keep the damage.
Oh, does it say spawn?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's here. It's here.
So there's a difference between spawn and ambush. Ambush is when it just comes and gets you.
Yeah.
But this one it's there.
Well, that's not fun.
No.
So Homegirl has 2 damage on it. And I'm going to... Okay, so since I failed, I have to resolve the fail effect. Unable to overcome the threat, you run away and look for a place to hide. I have to do an observation test. I did not succeed, but I have a reroll, so I'm going to reroll this die. I did not succeed. If you fail, lose 1 sanity as you cower in fear. Awesome. I'm cowering in fear. Here I am. This is me. Cool. Well, that really sucked, but here we are. It's fine. So this expedition tile, Aaron, moves, correct? Since I did it?
It does, yeah.
So I discard this. I'm going to put discards over here. Oh, discards over there. And the next location is the Heart of Africa. So I move the expedition token to the Heart of Africa. And I'm here.
Yes, so now
Cool.
we are at what we call the mythos phase. Every good Arkham Horror game, I don't know what they call them, Arkham Horror Files, that's what it is. They have a mythos phase, which is where all the creepy bad stuff happens.
Oh, there's that bird I was trying to get out earlier. Okay, sorry.
Lovely.
Yes.
So, for the beginning of the mythos phase, we draw a mythos card, which is this lovely purple one.
They look pretty, but they're really scary.
And then on the top of the card, it says to do certain actions.
Oh, good. It's a
You
rumor.
probably can't see that. But this is a blue rumor, which there's 2 of those per campaign in this one.
Glad we're getting it early. I hate the rumors.
They're ongoing, so they kind of stink you. It's something you have to do. So first thing we do is spawn a clue. So
Cool.
we draw one of these.
Look at the location. You can't see that. There's a location number on the back, and I put it at that location, which is 14, which is good because that's close to us.
And then space 19, we put an exclamation point.
Awesome. Space 19. That's right here. Oh, that's close to you. Look at that.
And then we read flavor text. After a sudden burst of flying debris, you are confronted by a terrifying figure. It is a stark reminder that dark forces in this world are working tirelessly to annihilate you. Return of the Ancient Ones. This is an ongoing rumor. When investigators on Space 19 defeats a monster, he may spend 1 clue to place that monster on this card. Are you kidding me? This is not fun.
Is it the
When
same
the total toughness of monsters on this card is equal to or greater than the player count, solve this rumor. So not only do we have to defeat a monster, but they have to be on this space.
The monster has to be on that space?
Yeah, when you defeat it.
What happens if we don't defeat the monster?
So there's a ongoing effect, and when it happens, I don't know what you call it, lightning bolt, that's what it looks like to me. Spawn 1 monster on Space 19. So
Okay.
the monster will appear there. Then if there are 4 more monsters on Space 19, advance. Doom to 0. and solve this rumor. So basically,
monsters are going to keep spawning there and we have to go kill them.
Yes, and if there's ever more than 4 monsters, Doom automatically goes, I don't know if you heard that,
to 0.
Yeah.
The nice thing is we're both very close, so as soon as a monster spawns, we can get there.
Well, this is not a good card to have with this monster because this monster already spawns.
Here's the nice thing is though, this one is 4 toughness, which is all we need to defeat this, and you have 2 clues. So if you come defeat this monster, we're good.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, okay. And you're only 3 moves away. So, where should we put the rumor? Let's put it right here by the player number.
Cool.
Cool.
So that was an easy Mythos phase, actually.
Yeah, rumors are annoying, but they don't give a lot of negative effects. So we're back to investigator phase.
Well,
do you want to stay first player?
Yeah.
So between each round, you can choose to change the first player, or you can keep it. Sorry, first player, lead investigator, same thing.
Which is more important when you have more than 2 players.
Yes. 2 of us, it's pretty.
It's like you want a certain player to go first for 4 other players to take a turn, so something more important might happen. And let's see, so to get over here is going to take...
You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, or you could go 1, 2, 3.
Probably the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Is that a city on Space 19?
No, it's not.
So it's going to take quite a bit of time.
It's going to take a second. You could go to Istanbul and close this gate, or defeat the cultist. That couldn't hurt.
I just don't want to get too far away from that exclamation point. I will go 1. That's my move action.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I can take another action. I'm in a city, so I'm going to go ahead and take a train.
Nice.
Ticket.
They are up here. There you go.
There are a lot of pieces in this game.
Yeah, it's a lot. We like to use like plastic bowls to sort them out and keep them separate. Because having piles on the table is very easy to knock things off. I'm going to use a move action for 1. These wilderness paths, there's 3 different types of paths. There's wilderness, like trails. There's railroads, these red ones, and there's boat paths. There's a name for it over there by you. Ship paths.
Ship.
And when you take these tickets, there's 2 types of tickets. There's train tickets and ship tickets. And as an action, you can take a ticket. And since you can only perform 1 move action at a time, like per turn, it's very hard to move unless you have a ticket. So for example, if I were to move from Shanghai, I could only move 1 space, but if I had a boat ticket, I could spend it to make my move action move me 2 spaces. So that's why the tickets are beneficial. So I'm moving 1. Since this is a trail, I can't spend a ticket to take an extra path. Oh, I could if I wanted to. But I'm going to stay in Shanghai. And for my second action, because I'm in a city, I can heal. So I gain a health and a sanity back that I lost from that friggin' monster.
So it's a rest action.
Yes, the rest action. Now we're on the encounter phase, right?
Encounter again. Well, I'm just in a plain old city, so I'm going to draw the regular card and read the city text. A friendly game of cards ends with a very high-stakes hand. So I'm doing an influence test. I've got 3 influence. 1 success. If you pass, you amaze everyone watching and find a new friend. Gain 1 random ally asset from the deck.
Wow!
So, from the deck.
So I believe you draw until you get an ally asset, correct?
Yes.
Cool.
So, I'm going to do it this way because it's a lot easier for me to look.
I'm going to go ahead and draw a card while Aaron's looking. So I'm in Shanghai, so I draw a purple city card, and I read the Shanghai text. The old man offers to make tea for you. You see him mix in a strange green powder that he calls Tyuk, Tyuk. You become delayed and wait for it to brew. If you become delayed, the Tyuk seems to heighten all of your senses, improve 1 skill of your choice. So becoming delayed means you basically forfeit your next player turn. Since it's early in the game, there's not a lot of monsters out, I'm going to choose to do that and improve 1 skill of my choice. Lily's special ability is whenever you improve a skill, you get to improve a skill again. So I'm going to take an improve token. There's different tokens for different skills. I am going to take a strength one because this our shrub is a lot about fighting monsters. So I add +1 to my strength, and then I'm going to add 2 because when you improve a skill, you may improve it again. And I am delayed, so I'm going to lay my character on its side so I know that I forfeit my investigator turns this round.
If you haven't caught up on this yet, Andrew's a teacher. So
what?
He teaches. And I'm just the pretty face. Just kidding.
Oh my god.
So I got a cat burglar, and which is great. It's an ally, and the action that it has is roll 1 die on a 5 or 6, gain 1 item or trinket asset from the reserve.
Oh, that's dope.
And then on a 1, discard this card. So he might get caught.
Yikes. I can literally just had dope and minted. Like,
I'm really sad that he doesn't burgle cats.
You want cats?
I would rather have a cat.
Where's our cat? Cat.
No, okay.
She's around.
So now it's Mythos phase.
Yeah, so we draw Mythos cards. Since you drew last time, I'll draw this time. Oh, shoot. Okay, so there's symbols on the top. This one means we move the doom around. Omen, sorry. I have to move the omen track.
Oh, man.
And,
That's
and every gate that matches this symbol, which our only gate is green right now, so nothing matches this symbol, we would advance the doom by 1. Doom is bad. If it gets to here, a really bad thing happens with our shrub, and we're basically fucked. Cool. And then we have a monster surge. So we spawn 1 monster at every gate, correct?
No. The monster surge is at the gate in which the man is. And if it's not, you have to spawn a gate.
Okay, so since there are no blue gates, we spawn a gate. Shanghai. Oh, good, that's where I am. Love that for me.
And whenever you spawn a gate, you have to
we
spawn
have to add a monster because of our shrub.
So these gates, I know what you're thinking, a gate like a with the bars and stuff. That's not.
No.
These gates are gates to other dimensions, where scary shit like a serpent people come out of. However, the serpent people have a spawn effect, which is the little green tentacle there.
Yep.
And it says, when this monster spawn, move it to the Amazon. So it's very slimy and gross and got away all the way.
Ew, serpent people. So we spawn monsters. The next effect is spawn a clue. So I'm going to flip up this clue and look at the location number. San Francisco. So that's going to go over here in San Francisco, which looks really far away, but it's not too far from us. Alright, now I'm going to read the flavor text. This is a good one. Some of the good cards have the Eldritch, like blue frosty looking thing on here, which shows that they're good for us.
They're easier.
Yes, that's
not
true.
necessarily
It's relative.
good.
It's all relative. When you get there, stop at this address. Oh wait, I did the wrong voice. When you get there, stop at this address. The nervous little man hands you a business card for a restaurant. Ask for the catch of the day and then tuck a sawbuck in your napkin. These guys get the answers you need. When you get the bill for your meal, it includes directions to a payphone. It's already ringing by the time you find it. You answer and explain your situation to the gruff voice on the other end of the line. Buying information is the name of this card. It's an event. The lead investigator tests influence and gains a number of clues equal to his or her result. Sweet.
Well, that's handy.
Love that.
Hopefully I can roll well.
Yeah, I hope so. You have higher influence than I do, so I'm glad you're the investigator.
Oh! Sorry, I probably just like
maxed out the volume.
Maxed out the volume.
So Aaron just got 3 successes.
Oh my gosh.
Which means he gets 3 clues.
I don't want to jinx this, but this has been the best.
This is the
game
best.
You've ever
Aaron currently has 6 clues, everyone, which is unprecedented.
If you just meet me, you can take some of these.
That's true, we're very close. Well, I'm delayed this turn, so I don't have any actions. But, since we finished the Mythos phase, it is now the Investigator phase, and it's Aaron's turn. So Aaron is going to take his actions, and I'm going to go get more gin.
Alright,
okay.
Good. So my first action is going to be to move. And I'm going to stay right where I'm at because I would like to close this gate and there is a cultist here. Now, if there's a cultist on your location, there are certain, or a monster, any monster on your location, there are certain things you cannot do, such as you cannot rest. How could you rest if there's a monster on your gate? There's other things you can and cannot do, but I forget currently what those are. So what am I going to do? I'm going to try, since I have good influence, to... Is there any items or trinkets? There are items. Might as well try my special cat burglar ability. And we'll see if I'm that lucky. 5. So I did. I rolled 1 die. On a 5 or 6, you gain 1 item or trinket from the reserve. These 4 cards are the reserve. There's 1 item, which is this double barrel shotgun, which will go really nicely with my .45 automatic. And then, wow, that's crazy. So now I replace that card. There's a charter flight, which is pretty helpful. We need to get somewhere real quick. And that is my Terwin. And he is not back yet, so we're going to take a moment to go to our sponsors. Our sponsors are Arkham Horror. Just kidding, they're not sponsoring this. But if you would be so kind to comment, like, and subscribe while you still can, if you're still with us. Because we're going to be doing lots of different board games coming up because we are bored. And you can learn so many different games that you might just go out and buy them yourself and play them with your friends and family. And we're back.
I'm back.
I mean, he's back.
I'm back. I got my gin. Just kidding. It's not all gin.
And his
so
turn
my turn was easy. I was here because I was delayed, and now I'm here. That was both of my actions, was becoming undelayed.
Alright, so I have an encounter. I have to counter this cultist. If there is a monster on your space, you have to encounter the monster.
Yes.
And because it's a cultist, you have to use the Ancient One's
Cultist stats. So our shrubs, cultist stats.
There are no horror effects, so I just am testing on my strength alone. It's strength -1 and only 1 hit. Dang, this is going to be a piece of cake. So I can decide between my 2 weapons. You can't use both of them, but you can use the higher of the 2. So my double barrel shotgun is going to be what I use. So 3 + 4 is 7, -1 is 6. So here's 2. Wow, I'm rolling really well.
Dang. 3 successes. Count them, folks. 1, 2, trace.
And each 6 you roll when resolving a strength test during a combat encounter counts as 2 successes. So
you got 6 successes.
And I didn't even roll
6
all my
successes. So 7 successes. 7 successes.
So I would say the cultist is dead.
I would hope so, yeah.
So we put him back into the monster pool.
Bye, cultist.
And then we are going to...
So since Aaron defeated a monster, now he can continue to one of the other encounters. So he can either try to close this gate to another dimension, or he can do an Istanbul encounter. I would kindly ask you to do the Istanbul encounter, or should they do the gate, but that's just me.
I don't know. My mom always told me not to step through portals that take you to other dimensions.
Your mom said that. I sincerely doubt that.
She said something about not lying, but it's kind of the same thing. The Great Hall of Celeano.
Good job, sweetie.
Celeano?
You done good.
The book you are looking for is not on its proper shelf. Oh, bastards. You searched the surrounding area. This is going to go on for a while. You search the surrounding area, but after long hours, you have lost the will to keep searching. I have to do a will check, which is my lowest.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
okay.
So 2, let's see how well.
Oh, fudge.
So I failed, so I have to read the red text for fail. It says, you cannot find the book, but perhaps you unknowingly already have the information you need. You may spend 1 clue to close this gate. If you do not spend the clue, you become delayed. Now, considering I have 6 clues, is
I
that
say
okay?
spend 1.
Okay.
I say do it.
Alright, so the gate is closed.
Boom. So I take this gate, I'm gonna discard it. It's done. It's closed. It's finished. So our only open gate is in Shanghai. Wow, why did I say it like that? Am I racist? My encounter is in Shanghai, and I'm going to choose to try to close this gate. So here I go. Oh, fudge. The Great Hall of... Is this the one you just did? No. The Great Hall of Caliano.
But that is the same encounter.
Oh, shoot.
Just different.
The book you are reading describes complex rituals in very abstract terms. You do your best to comprehend the dense material. Do a lore test. I only have 2 lore. We'll see how this goes. I got 2 successes. Wow.
Nice.
You gradually begin to attempt... You gradually begin to see a pattern emerge. Gain 1 spell. Awesome. Aaron, will you draw a spell for me?
A spell.
After staring so long at the book, however, you've forgotten how to get back home. You ask others in the library for help.
Wither.
Oh, frick yeah. It's a good combat spell.
While your withers wither with her.
Oh my god. You ask others in the library for help, so I do an influence test. I have 2, but it says -1, so I have 1 influence.
Yes,
I'm going to use my reroll to reroll that. Frick yeah.
Good old lucky rabbit's foot coming in clutch.
If you pass, an alien creature comes to your aid. Close this gate.
Bam.
Boom, bam. We have none
0.
gates. This many gates? 0. 0 gates. None gates.
How many?
0.
Cool.
Sarah.
Glad that we clarified that for everybody for the 100th time. 100 has 2 zeros in it, by the way.
It has 0, 0. Binoculars.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
And
I felt a lot of gin.
yeah, I can tell. So, we're back at the Mythos phase.
Yeah. No.
Back at
oh,
it.
yeah. No,
We advanced the Omen.
oh, this one.
Yeah.
Track? Okay, good. So we check to see if there's any red gates. There are not.
There are no gates. Remember,
Cool.
0. 0 gates.
0 gates.
So, the red means, the red over here, means that we activate, I don't know what those are called. I probably should look that up soon so I can tell people.
Fast actions?
Fast, let's call it fast act.
Fast actions. So we start with monsters, right?
Monsters are first.
Serpent people. Roll 1 die. Roll 1 die. 3. On a 1 or a 2. So that effect is not resolved. This one, each investigator on this space or an adjacent space, which I am on an adjacent space, loses 1 health or 1 sanity. So I lose 1 health and 1 sanity. Not great for me, but I'm doing alright. And that's all the monsters we have.
Cool. And then we do the Ancient One sheet, which is spawn 1 monster on a random place.
We draw a random token. Tokyo! Right here.
So we have another cultist going
Oh
on
my
Tokyo.
goodness. Well, I'll probably try to go take care of it.
And
It has a
then,
spawn effect.
no, we don't do it.
That's right.
It's a monster. That's why there's an order. Mythos
Well,
cards
it
instead.
has the green monster spawn effect, right? That's what that is, a spawn effect.
Yeah, but there's no spawn. On that.
No, that's
Sorry, I
correct.
thought you
You're
meant-
correct. We were miscommunicating. It's fine.
Mythos card in play. So that we have that
Rumor.
rumor.
So, spawn 1 monster on this space 19.
Wraith, which does have a spawn effect.
Yep. When this monster is spawned, the lead investigator gains a cursed condition. It's you, Bobo. It's fine. You'll be great. I believe in you.
So cursed means only 6s count as successes.
Yeah, so normally when you roll a die, a 5 or a 6 counts for a success, but when you're cursed, only a 6 counts. When you're blessed, 4s, 5s, and 6s count.
Alright, and now we're going to spawn gates. So
Yep.
we spawn 1 of them.
Drum roll, please. That's truly pathetic. Sydney.
And then we also spawn a monster there because it's a gate, so why not have another thing happen? A riot is happening in Sydney.
Oh my.
A cold, bitter wind howls through the trees, and people everywhere cling to their fires and blankets. The chill has settled into your bones, and there's no warmth to be found. Tide of despair, event. Each investigator, oh no, loses 2 health and 2 sanity Unless you discard the blessed condition, or blessed condition.
What the fuck? Alright, well.
Wow.
I'm going to die. I want
That
everyone to
was
know that.
awful. Oops.
Oh my.
Cool. Cool. And now we're back to players. Man.
I need you to go defeat this monster so we can solve this mystery. Can you get there soon?
I can get there in 2 turns because of that stupid Uncharted space.
Yeah, this path. What's that called? Path?
Uncharted.
Okay, cool.
And we're gonna move this way.
So that's your first action.
First action. And we just lost 2 of everything, so I'm gonna take an action to rest.
Absolutely. My first action is also going to be to rest. 1, 2.
Now, don't get me wrong. Characters in this game, I'm finding out, are pretty expendable.
Mm-hmm. Move here
so you shouldn't go out of your way too much to try to save them.
No, when you die or you're defeated, you get to take another character, and someone can go to that character's location and get all of their items and abilities and stuff. So it's, like Aaron said, they're pretty expendable. Cool, so I healed when I was in Shanghai, and then I moved to Tokyo, and I tried to feed this cultist, and now we're on the encounter phase. Aaron, you are in
the city. In, where is this at?
India, Mumbai, which you're in, oh fuck, geography. You're in East India, or West India, so...
Well, wherever I'm at, a group of intimidating syndicate members demand you pay them for protection.
Oh my.
You offer the well-dressed men what you can afford, which is a influence test. 3.
You're good at influence.
I can be very influential.
Yeah.
Yay.
There you go.
So nothing happens if I pass, but
nice.
Something bad didn't happen, which is good. So that is my encounter. Your encounter turn. You get to encounter a cultist.
I would love to encounter a cultist.
Why don't you do that then?
I will encounter a cultist. This cultist, the stats are up here. So no willpower test and a strength test -1. I have 6 strength, so I'm going to fight with 5 strength. Oh my goodness. And I get to roll an extra 1. Okay, there's 1 success. And what's his health? Just 1. Oh, well that did it. He's dead. So he's defeated. And then I get to do a Tokyo encounter. So I'm going to draw a card. Tokyo. A translation of the Tao of Immortality is kept in the Tokyo University Library. If you are deemed trustworthy, you are granted access to the ancient text. Do an influence test, which I only have 2. There's 1 success. Boom. If you pass, you can use the arcane manual to move 1 monster of your choice from any space to another space of your choice. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this monster to you. Is that okay? Or do you want me to keep it here?
Yeah, I'm going to do anything in the next turn. So it'd be a monster in my space.
That's true. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll move this monster to here, and then I'll go defeat it on my turn. How does that sound?
Better plan.
Better plan. Discard. Cool. Awesome. And we're on the Mythos phase now, so we advance this to blue. There are none blue gates in play, and then we do the, what do we call those, fast actions? So we do all the monster things. This one says every player or a player in an adjacent space loses 1 health and 1 sanity, so that's you, Boo, unfortunately. You lose a health and a sanity.
I just got these back.
I know, dear, I'm sorry. This one, roll a die. Okay, it's on a 1 or a 2, and I rolled a 6, so we good. Does this one have an effect? No, it does not.
So then we do the ancient one, which is a monster on a random space.
Yep.
The random space doesn't matter because this spawns in the heart of Africa.
Cool. And then we do the rumor card. Spawn 1 monster on space 19.
X. It is a skeleton.
Oh, gross.
There's 2 there now.
Yep. So you have clues, so you gotta go fight these.
Oh.
I don't have any clues.
Ah.
And then we spawn a gate. So we spawn 1 gate. Rome.
When in Rome.
And then we spawn
When in Rome, you have to fight ghosts.
Oh, goodness. I fight my ghosts all the time. Sitting down for a simple meal in a restaurant, it strikes you how alien the people around you seem. After everything you've seen and all the arcane secrets you have learned, can you truly think of yourself as one of them? Can you truly... Oh, I just read the same line at the same time. The Matrodi asks you to please stop carving into the table with the knife. This card is called Treacherous Magic. It's an event. Each player may discard any number of spells, then he loses 1 sanity for each spell he has. If each investigator that lost sanity from this effect also gains a madness condition. Why would we choose to discard spells?
Because every spell that you have in your hand after the fact, you lose a sanity.
Oh.
I have no spells, so this doesn't affect me.
I have 1 spell.
So you can either lose 1 sanity and gain a madness condition, or get rid of your spell.
I'm going to get rid of my spell because it's a combat spell and I have 6 for strength, so I feel okay without it. And I only have 3 sanity, so I don't want to lose any sanity.
Cool.
And that goes away. Cool, so now we're back to player faces, and Aaron goes first because he's still the lead investigator. Thunder. Did you hear that thunder?
Alright, now. Well, I have so many monsters to kill, I don't know which one to choose. I'll start with this guy. Before I move, I'm getting a... Oh, I will heal myself.
That's smart. Smart.
And then I'll move. So go ahead and move me.
Okay, I'm going to move you to the Himalayas, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. For my turn, I'm going to heal as well because I only have 3 sanity. I don't want to die. And then I'm going to move to Shanghai to try to defeat these serpent people. And that is my turn as well. Yeah, encounters.
So I'm fighting this Ligar.
I believe in you. You can do it.
Ligar, and I have 7 dice to roll. Well, first I have to do the will test. And here we go. I only have 2 will. So I got 1 success, and it has 2, so I lose 1 sanity.
Okay.
And then I'm doing the strength test -2, so I have +4. I also have this curse condition. I forgot to do that last turn. I don't have this anymore.
Sweet.
Because we forgot to do these cards that we have.
Oh, yeah.
Because I rolled a 6, I gotta discard it, which is great. So now, I'm gonna continue my turn and do 7. Minus 2 is 5.
Nice. You got 1. Shit. So you do it 1 damage, correct?
Yes, which isn't enough to kill it.
So it has 3. Here,
and
swap
it
me.
deals me 2 damage.
And you keep that 3. There you go.
Like that.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
Math is very hard.
Especially once you're getting a little sleepy.
Or a little tipsy.
Your turn.
My turn. I'm going to encounter these serpent people. I have to do a willpower test. Which I have 4. Ooh, I have 4 willpower. Wow, I got 2 successes. So I take no horror. And I have to do a strength test -1. I have 6 strength, -1 is 5. So here's 4. I got 3 successes. I don't even need to roll. He is dead.
Cool.
So he goes back into the monster bowl. And then I'm going to do my Shanghai encounter. The shrine holds an abundance of ancient relics. Improve lore. And my character gets to improve again. So now instead of 2, I have 4 lore. Your eye catches strange figures written on the ceiling. If you find it hard to look away, willpower test. Cool. If you fail, there's a fail effect, there's no success effect, so I'm good. And that was my turn. So now we're on Mythos phase. I read the last Mythos, so your turn to read the Mythos card.
Oh boy, here we go. Advance the omens.
Oh, this one. It's on green, which we have
0
none green gates.
Monster Surge, so we have to spawn a gate instead.
Arkham.
Arcane.
And a monster goes
Monster.
there. We have 3 red gates. Uh-oh.
It's a night gaunt.
Fuck.
And a spawn a clue. And I'll read this thing. You had told everyone the parchment was indecipherable, but you were lying. You know the ritual necessary to summon and bind the dark power. You could strike a bargain with it. The situation is desperate, but you know that a solution is within its power. But what will it ask of you in return? A proposition. Event. The lead investigator may gain a dark pact condition to immediately solve one rumor mythos in play. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
That's fine. So this goes into the discard pile.
That's such a good card.
That is great.
Now, dark pacts are nothing you want to take lightly, but
No.
I mean, what's the worst thing that could?
Well, one time we got a dark pact, it literally said, when you resolved it, it said, kill another investigator. And so I had to die.
Well, devour, actually.
Devour, sorry. Wrong keywords. Same effect.
Alright.
Cool. So now we're back to player phases, correct?
Yes.
So you go first since you're still the investigator.
I have to stay here, because
Probably.
I need to kill this guy.
I mean, you could leave and come back. Oh, no, you couldn't. Never mind. I mean,
what do I even do? Because I can't heal.
You could... No, you're not in the city.
Not in the city. I will do my...
Influence, try to get an item.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there an item already in here? There's not. There's no trinkets or items, so I will do it the hard way. So I got 1. The only thing is the charter flight, and unfortunately that makes me move.
You don't want to move. You
I don't
want to
want
stay
to move.
there.
So I'm gonna actually take a debt condition.
Cool.
You may gain a debt condition to immediately add 2 successes to your test result, which means I have 3 now, and I can take this Lodge Researcher. If you defeat a monster during a combat encounter, recover 1 sanity and gain 1 clue, which is going to be helpful for me.
Yeah.
With the low sanity threshold. But now I have some debt that I'm going to have to take care of. And that was my first action. Since I just got this debt, I might as well test to pass to get rid of it. Pay it off real quick. Pay your debts off real quick.
There you go.
And then you don't have to deal with further.
Well, my turn is simple. I'm going to take a train ticket, and then for my second action, I'm going to move and spend it to go to Istanbul. So, because I'm going to try to get here and kill this and get this clue. So that was my turn. Now we're on encounters.
Oh my lord, let's try to kill this
I
monster
believe in
again.
you. I believe in you so much.
Alright, 2. My willpower. There's 1, so I take 1. I'm gonna have to heal later. And then I'm going to fight, which is my 7. Minus 2, which is 5. Oh man. There's 1. I still would like to get another one because... Oh man. It's not good. So I killed him. However, I have to lose 2 health. Which is not ideal, because now I'm at 2 and 2. And this stupid Loigor is now dead, and I can do this thing, which says when a non-epic monster is defeated, the active investigator may spend 2 clues to place that monster. Here's my 2 clues. On this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if the total toughness of all monsters on this card is equal to or greater than twice the player count, solve this mystery. This happens to be 4 toughness on the card, And that means that we solved this first mystery of the game. Woo! Alright, your encounter. We solved a mystery.
Did you do it?
Yes.
Sweet! Okay, so you spent 2 clues to put it here?
Yes.
Where is it?
Oh.
So it goes here. Cool, we're gonna flip it over to remember the toughness. Alright, my turn. I am in Istanbul, so I'm gonna draw an Istanbul encounter. Cool. People from every walk of life can be found enjoying the cleansing stream of Turkish baths. Inside, you'll eventually find an expert in any given field. You may become delayed to improve one skill of your choice.
Again, wow.
Do you mind if I become delayed?
Go for it.
Cool. I'm going to improve my influence, I think. So I get to add 2 to my influence.
So, now we're going to be headed towards the Mythos phase.
Yeah.
And you can read it this time.
Cool. We advance this to blue. We do fast actions. So let's do the enemies. We do the enemies first, or the monsters first.
First thing was fast actions?
Well, it was this, but we don't have any blue gates. If there's an investigator on this space, there is not.
That's the only one.
Wow.
And
what are the odds?
Now.
And then we do player cards.
Yeah. No, we do the ancient one.
Cool. So we spawn a monster
In a
because
random location.
our shrub is all about monsters.
So we're
He
going to
loves
spawn
monsters.
him at space 3. Which is somewhere over here, right?
I think it's down there. No,
Yes,
that's 2. Oh,
that's right.
boom.
A maniac in the ocean.
It's a maniac.
Cool. So now, after the ancient one, you check to see if there's 10 monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're good.
We good, G-Bra.
And
I'm
then
so sorry. I don't know what happened.
we do any cards on the table. Mythos cards first, and then possessions and conditions. And I have a dark pact, so I have to roll.
Oh boy.
This could get interesting.
6.
Okay, we're good.
Woo!
We're good.
Cool.
There's no way to get rid of the dark pact, which is the scary part.
You drop a penny. Oh, we have to spawn a gate. San Francisco. Did I do it?
Alright, and then the elder thing moves to Antarctica.
Oh, gross.
Stay there.
Yep. Omen. Oh, sorry. You drop a penny into the peculiar mechanical device. The automaton waves its hand and turns over a card bearing the words, "Good luck is with you." Omen of good fortune is this card. It's an event. The lead investigator may choose to move the omen to a space of his choice on the omen track without advancing doom. Well, considering the fact that we have 3
Let's
red
move it to
gates
red.
out,
Yeah, let's do that.
so that when it advances, it keeps going here.
Yes, moves past the red.
Cool, I love that. Love that.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. It's
Cool.
one of the Elder Sign ones. That's a good Mythos card.
It's the end of the Mythos phase, which means we get to check our threshold here. And we solved this mystery. And I believe the monsters should go back now. So, we are going to do mystery 2 of 3 in the next video. So stay tuned, but here's a little sneak peek. Nature of the All-Mother. Shub Nigarethoth. Shrubbery Niggurath.
Stop.
Naturally
You're making it worse.
corrupts all life that encounters her. It's a female. Spoiler alert. Everywhere her
Love it.
worshippers are found, all living things grow more vicious and feral.
Are you sure it's not viscous?
No, it's vicious.
Oh,
When this card enters play, oh no, move each clue on the game board to the nearest wilderness space.
Oh my. Oh fuck.
So this one, 1, 2, 1, 2.
So when there's a tie between locations, the lead investigator gets to choose.
the rest of them are on wilderness space.
This is on wilderness space. That's not wilderness space. Yeah.
After an investigator resolves a research encounter, he may spend one clue he gained from that encounter and place a clue on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are clues in this card equal to the player count, solve this mystery. This one's not too bad.
No, so we have to get 2 clues.
So 2 clues on that. And
I'm 1 space away from a clue. You're a couple spaces away from a clue. We're doing all right. We're okay.
Well, on that note, we are doing pretty good so far. I mean, we haven't moved the doom at all.
I don't know. It's because we keep getting red gates, which we haven't gotten to yet.
And we've already solved a mystery, so yeah, I would say I don't want to jinx us, but
I don't either. This is great.
This is the 3rd time we've played against this guy.
4th.
4th. Oh, and we lost the
first 3.
So we're learning a little bit, but
yeah.
Well, we'll see you soon for part 2 of Eldritch Horror, Shrubniggerythiathoth. Until then.
Shrubniggerythiathoth.
See you in a bit.
Bye.